awesome guy. He's going to be coming into the live stream here in just a second. And I told him, hey, I'm going to invite a bunch of investors to this. Let's send him a bunch of business. And he said he'll come in today. And so he should be here any minute. So what we're going to do for the first, I'd say 45 minutes, is we're going to meet with him and his VP of marketing. And I want you guys to send them a bunch of business. They're going to go through what a title company can supply to you. They're going to go through what a title company wants from you. They're going to go through what a marketing director actually wants to do and how to do business with them. And then what we'll do for the people that want to pay for a foreclosure list, I'll actually bring my sister Landry on today in about 45 minutes, and we'll talk about where to pay for a list. Where can I get a list? Okay. Is anybody excited about for today? Anybody excited today? All right, cool. Let everybody know we're here. We're live. We've got 700 people on Zoom right now, and we should be getting started here with this new gentleman. Who was here with us yesterday that heard the calls from yesterday? Did they sound too easy? Or were you like, oh yeah, that's how business is supposed to be? Awesome. How many people did their homework yesterday? How many people called their own title companies and did the same thing? And how many people also got on a team yesterday? So you can actually start working with other people. Very cool. Got on a team. Awesome. Type in the word both if you did your homework and you got on a team. Type in the word both. Awesome. Wow. Was calling a title company way easier than you thought it was? Wow. Got hung up on? Somebody got hung up? Wow. Had a lot of luck. Ann said they were useless. Well, not all title companies work the same. Some are just unbelievable and other ones are unbelievable in a different sense of the word. Oh, cool. Yeah, a lot of you guys they were closed yesterday, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't have done your homework today once things opened up, right? Shanoa says 5 locations shot down. Interesting. Let's talk to our guest today about why a title company would shoot you down on not giving you a list. Now, I can tell you a lot of title companies just don't do that. So you've got to find the title companies that are willing to do that and that want your business. And the companies that want your business and are willing to earn your business, those are the people that you really want to spend time and energy with because they'll do all sorts of really cool things for you. Awesome. None of the St. Louis area had them. I bet I could find one in St. Louis. I almost think I should call St. Louis just to show you I could make it happen. Should I do it? We already did it yesterday though, right? Christian says, I got on a team, but I didn't make my calls yet. Well, guys, please make your calls. Please do your homework. Okay. Give me just a second. Let me see if our guest is here today. Oh, Josh, what up, bro? Josh, did you have any idea that you were going to have like hundreds of people here hanging out with you?
Not initially, but after our phone call, I did do a little bit of research, like to do that going into meetings, and found out you got quite the following. So I'm excited to be here.
Guys, give it up for Josh Brunson. He's Russell Brunson's older, richer brother, just so you guys know. Yesterday, Josh, I was teaching people that title companies are not your enemy or something to be afraid of. They actually want your business. And so I said, let's call some title companies and let's find a new title company. My title rep actually, not my title rep, but my escrow officer that I love and adore. We've been doing a lot of business with her. She just retired last week.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I'm on the hunt for a new escrow officer, because again, you already know this, Josh, you're the business developer for your title company. The escrow officer is such an important role inside of that title company because that's the person that the investor builds a relationship with.
Absolutely.
And so I told everybody yesterday, I go, hey, you don't want to call a title company and say, can I talk to an escrow officer? You want to call a title company and look for their marketing department. And I believe that's the department you're in, right, Josh?
Correct. Sales and marketing executive is probably the best way to look at it.
So what's the main goal of your business or of what you do in your position?
Yeah. My main goal, honestly, is to work with agents, investors, to basically, and lenders as well, but basically to either save you money, save you time, take some off your plate, grow your business. That's really what my role is.
Do you ever find that real estate investors that are brand new are fearful of title companies just because a title company is named a title company? It just sounds daunting and fearful.
That can happen for sure. I think there's always a fear of the unknown, but at the end of the day, you know what? Jump out there, talk to us, get to know us, and you'll find out that really it's a relationship. That's my goal anyways, is I want to partner up with you. And yeah.
Okay, cool. So we've got, I don't know, yesterday we had about 1,600 people on here. Today we'll probably have close to 1,000. Those 1,000 people want to do business with you. I would say only 100 of them are probably Arizona based.
Okay.
So don't feel like 700 people are going to reach out. Whose market is the Arizona market that wants to work with Josh Brunson? Give me a yes in the comments so Josh can see you. Okay, so these are all these people that we're going to send over to you to do business with you.
Perfect.
A lot of these people are actively doing deals. Some of them are virtually doing deals into Arizona because it's a great market. I myself live here in Arizona, do a lot of deals in Arizona, so we'll send you business as well.
Appreciate it.
Type in Arizona if you guys are going to be doing Arizona deals. Type in Arizona for me. Okay, awesome. Okay, so Josh, how does one do business with you? What are things that I can leverage from you in your position?
Yeah, it really depends on your personal approach. So usually I love to do one-on-ones with people because everyone's a little bit different. Like, you know, as an investor, you might have a different angle than a real estate agent. So I really want to get to know you, your business, where you are, where you want to get, what you've tried, what's worked, what hasn't. So then that way, ultimately, we can customize a game plan for you. And I can dive into that deeper, but that's just kind of like that 10,000 foot view.
How much time would it take for you to do a one-on-one with me so people could see what that looks like?
15 minutes, maybe.
Let's do it. Let's go through it.
Okay. Absolutely. So, you know, usually do a little bit of weaving, get to know you a little bit. Like, for example, in my research, I saw that you're originally born in Ogden, Utah. That's correct, right?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have family that worked at Hill Air Force Base?
I think so. We had a good amount of Morbies that worked at Hill Air Force Base. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, I have family up in Ogden, go visit every now and then. So, but I was born and raised here. So I'm the rare native in Arizona. Yeah.
Ogden's a good spot. It's definitely been improved over the last 20 years. I grew up there, went to elementary school there. Obviously I was born there, as you know, and it's gotten a lot better, but even like I fly over that town all the time when I'm going to Idaho or Montana, where my summer house is.
Okay.
And I look down at Ogden and I look down at Provo and I look down at Salt Lake and I'm like, why is Ogden not growing like Provo and freaking Salt Lake are?
Yeah.
But it's a cool little town.
It's definitely a good town. At some point I'll probably get a house there. I got so much family, but ultimately what brought you down to Arizona?
The answer to that question, Josh, is always a girl. A girl always takes a guy somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever I've ended up, it's because of a girl. So the woman I'm currently married to, my forever wife, I met her 15 years ago when I decided to stay in Arizona. She was the main reason I decided to stay in Arizona.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, kind of moving on to the business aspect of things, you're an investor. So like to learn a little bit more about your goals, what you've been working on. So typically, where are you getting most of your leads from right now? Or since you're kind of interviewing new title companies, what did your title company do that you was successful, or what did they not do for you?
That's a good question. Let's fill that up. That's really good. So I probably worked with 15 or so different title companies in my career over the last 9 years.
Okay.
I'll answer the question of where I started. I started originally as a HomeVestor franchisee about 9 years ago.
Okay.
And so I owned the territory of Phoenix and I spent $20,000 a month roughly on marketing, which consisted of direct mail, PPC, Facebook ads, billboards, radio. I mean, you've seen it, right? The We Buy Ugly Houses guys. I was one of the We Buy Ugly Houses guys for about 3.5, almost 4 years. And then at that time I was working with a company called Empire West. And Empire West was great. The problem with a good title company or a great escrow officer is that when a great escrow officer gets spread around, they get overwhelmed. Now, I didn't know at the time, I wasn't smart enough about real estate to know why my escrow officer went from like being super attentive on my files to then, oh my gosh, why can't I get a hold of this girl? And the answer was basically the escrow company did not want to hire additional help because they were trying to make more money per file. That's now my understanding. And I did what every investor does. I switched.
Gotcha.
And I still love her. She's great. She just got overwhelmed because what I would do is I would talk about her and I would tell everybody, oh my gosh, this is the best escrow officer. She does everything I want her to do. She's so great. And the things I loved about her were she would do creative finance deals, so Subto, seller finance. She would help out with writing notes and deeds of trust. She would communicate and treat my private money lenders like gold. My private money lenders would always compliment me on how great that escrow officer was. Like literally, I would have private money lenders call me and say, Pace, I know I'm in good hands because you know how to hire good people.
Absolutely.
And there was that moment where I was like, oh, like hiring a great escrow officer is way more than them just shuffling paperwork.
Yeah.
You know, because they're a member of your team.
I couldn't agree more. And if I can just step in for a second, I'd like to talk to that fact. I'm home based right down the road from you, right over here in Mesa, but ultimately I work with the entire valley. So if there are people in the call that it's very important for them to be housed closer to them, I can. But at the same time, we also have the ability to work with mobile notaries. And there are situations where, you know, we can kind of work through that if they come into another office, waive fees, things like that, or reduce them. But here at my home office, my branch manager has been in real estate for over 40 years. Her assistant branch manager has been doing it for 27. They have an assistant that works with them. And so at the end of the day, there's a lot of experience, and I'd expect a very similar relationship that you have with that previous individual. And the nice thing with it is my company does believe in the fact that as we're growing, you know, if we need to bring in additional bodies, let's do that. Let's take care of people.
Love that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So I switched over. I went to a lady named Carrie Persons for a long time. I was probably with her for 4 years. And man, I loved her. She was the owner of the branch, and she was at not Empire West. She was at can't even remember the name of the company. Anyway, it was Carrie Persons was my girl for 4 years, and
I've heard that name before.
She ended up retiring. And here's what I loved about her. She actually gave me her personal cell phone number. So I would text her, or my transaction coordinator would text her, and she would bypass the assistants at the front. They would give us preferential treatment because, you know, we're doing 15 to 20 files a month. They treated us really, really well. They started paying for Phoenix Suns tickets. Now that's something I don't care about, but they do really cool things for us, and they would really take care of us and watch out for things on files. And they would even help out with other things that weren't even their job. It was just really great. I really felt like they were an embedded part of our company.
Yeah.
Carrie retired, and the experience changed. And so I went over to a different girl that also just retired last week. And I've been with her for probably 2.5, 3 years. Okay. Here's what I really liked about her. There was no such thing as the word no. It was always, I'll figure it out. And that's what a good escrow officer, especially somebody like on your team that has 40 years of experience, you don't get to 40 years in the business without saying yes to almost everything and saying, I don't know the answer, but let me figure that out. Let me call somebody. Let me, whatever. And so if I had a weird subject to transaction or a weird seller finance transaction, or a private money lender wanted to set up a note and deed of trust in a weird way, she would go, I've never done it that way, but let me ask and make a few phone calls and let me get back to you and give you that answer. And so, I liked all these women for various reasons, but I think the biggest reason that I really liked them is because I just felt like they were part of our team.
Gotcha. No, absolutely. We definitely embody that here as well. And one of the most important things for me is to find out like what your preferences are and how do you want to be communicated with? Do you like phone calls? Do you like emails? Does it need to go through the TC only? Do you only want to know about fires? And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that escrow closes. I'm actually going to share this because I don't think a lot of people realize this, but the escrow officer, myself as the title rep, I get paid, they get paid, you get paid when the deal closes.
Right.
So it's in our interest to have that thing go smoothly and be done, correctly.
I love that. So guys, when you're paying attention to this, we've got 1,100 people on here. Do you think that his statement just told you that every title company wants your business? They want your business. And literally, Josh, when I first started in the business, people were like, you need a great title company to be a part of your team. I listened to that and I was like, oh, title company? Oh my gosh, why would they want to talk to me? That sounds horrible. I felt like, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just afraid of people that are in charge.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid of like getting in trouble. And so when somebody says title company, it just sounds so official that I was afraid of title companies until I started meeting the people inside of them. And I was like, oh my gosh, these people actually want to help me. They ask me questions about my files. They ask me where are my leads coming from. And actually the way I learned creative finance, like subject to and seller finance, was from my original escrow officer, Eileen Brown. My escrow officer taught me more about creative finance than any mentor or guru ever could have taught me. And so I would say and argue now with myself, if I could go back in a time machine, I would punch myself in the face and go, gosh, dang it, dude, your title company is going to be one of the single most important pillars in your entire business.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, I would encourage you that if you have a question, there's something that is a challenge, bring it to me. Let me try and solve it for you. There's things that I can personally do. There's things I have access to, but if I don't, I've got a great network. I've got people I can reach out to and get answers for you. So
cool. So here's one thing I really liked that I don't need anymore. But when I first started out, I really loved that the title company, I would have the marketing director or the business development, which is what you're in charge of. They would actually supply me with the foreclosure list, the for sale by owner. They would give me lists so that my team could go out and get more deals, right? Direct to seller type of deals. Correct. I don't do that anymore. Now we have our own marketing and, I don't really need that anymore, but I can tell you people that are in here right now, people that are in Arizona, guys, everybody that's in Arizona that wants to work with Josh and wants a list from Josh, like foreclosures, et cetera, type in the word Josh in the side comments, please.
Perfect.
Okay.
I can follow up with those individuals.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. Josh, what's your email? Let's throw it in the side chat and I'll pause the side chat real quick because our side chats go crazy.
Yep.
Do you have co-hosts? Let's see if you got co-hosts. Okay. You have co-hosts. So you can type in the side chat. Type in the side chat what your email is so everybody can send you a quick email and just say, hey, Josh, can you put me on the weekly list?
Absolutely.
Or whatever you want. You can do one-on-ones with them or you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I know that in business development, you want to get to know everybody's like deal and what their situation is. So feel free to do what you want. But guys, his email is josh.brunson@ltic.com.
And at the end of the day, I like the one-on-ones because I want a relationship with those that I work with. But at the end of the day, I'll help everyone the way they want to be helped. So if you're more of a engineer type brain and you just want business and facts and done and wham, bam, done, I can do that for you too. But I will say that once we get past tools, resources, those things are set up, my best relationships really are the people that just call me out of the blue with the random question, or we go sit down and have lunch and we just have a conversation, what they're seeing in the market, what I'm seeing in the market, and we just start having a jam session. That's really honestly where the best stuff comes from.
Do you ever do pay for people's meetups or anything like that?
Are you talking about like lunch or?
Yeah, like sometimes I'll do a lunch and learn with real estate agents and I'll invite 40 or 50 real estate agents over to my office and I'll get them all in a little area and I'll teach them about creative finance or I'll teach them about, double closes or I'll teach them about whatever. Do you guys ever sponsor those types of things?
Absolutely. Always welcome to reach out to me. We can work through.
All right, guys. So his email is on the screen for the people who can't see in the side chat or people that are on YouTube right now watching this in the future. Josh.Brunson@LTIC. That's lawyer's title. What's IC stand for?
Incorporated, I believe.
Okay. LTIC.com. That's his email. Please write it down. Actually, if you were smart, here's what you would do. Send Josh an email. Say, Josh, I want to get on the list of foreclosures. I want to get on the list of absentee owners. I want to get on the list of for sale by owners. What do we got to do? Can we get a one-on-one? Can we have a conversation? And Josh will spend some time, 15, 20 minutes with you, probably on a Zoom, getting to know you and your business. Josh, what kind of lists can you guys provide to people once you build a relationship with them?
Absolutely. So, like you've been mentioning, the notice of trustee lists, I've got both residential and commercial. So depending on your focus, expireds, for sale by owners, and those are just like the regular lists that I can send out and get people on lists for. But ultimately after that, then we get really specific. For example, if you're someone that works with older clientele and you want to focus on them, we can pick a community, a neighborhood. We can say 55 plus X amount of years in the property, or a certain value, expected value. And let's say, I can't remember if I just mentioned it, but 2-story, 55 plus, 2-story, been in it for 5 years. Send me a list for this neighborhood, because I'm a relocation specialist. So we can really drill it down. Or one of my favorite ones right now, we actually have a tool which I can demo, sign people up for, but ultimately it has a list that's most likely to sell in the next 12 to 24 months.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
it's
sick.
And I actually have an agent that got back to me, and she said she's kicking herself because she didn't believe it. And she's been tracking it. And I think in the first 6 months of like the 150 that she was tracking, I think 15 sold.
Wow.
And so she's like, I just didn't do enough. So now that's our game plan. She helps her husband. She's a part-time agent. So once she's done with that portion of his busy season, we're going to sit down, we're going to create a game plan on how she's going to get with all those people on a regular basis, events, etc. And then she's going to just hammer it, because she's kicking herself for missing out on those 15.
That's some crazy AI type of stuff. That's like artificial intelligence. It's like scoring a house and saying, hey, this has a probability of selling at some point in the 18 months because maybe there was a change of address or there was something that they were doing. Daniel Kalina says, what's it called? Guys, it's an internal tool that he has access to. Okay. That you got to get on a Zoom with him and build a relationship with him in order to get access to it. Okay. Aaron says, do you have a list of most likely not to sell? That's a good list. I like that. It's probably 99% of people on the planet, just FYI.
There's definitely some criteria we could put on that to narrow those guys down. But no, I'd encourage you guys to get with me. I can demo that system. Once we have that relationship, like you said, I can give you access to it. Or if you're someone that doesn't really want to do that work, you can just send me requests at that point. The demo really tells you what you can pull from it and what to ask me for. My job is not to add to your plate, to waste your time. It's really to take things off your plate.
I love it. Josh, everybody knows that you have an Android, just so you know.
Yeah.
And I got people in the side chat saying, buy this man an iPhone just because he's this awesome. Guys, do you think Josh is pretty dope or what? Give him some love. And for the people that are here and focusing on Arizona, whether it's virtual or not virtual, take 15 seconds and send them an email. Make sure you get that working in your pipeline. Okay, Josh, why? I know the answer. You know the answer, but some people in here don't know the answer. They're not going to work in Arizona. Okay, so you're not going to be able to help them. So let's give them some understanding of why would a title company not have the ability to give these types of lists away? Why would they say we don't do that? Why would they not have a business development manager like yourself in their company?
There's a couple of different reasons. It could be laws. It could be certain things that can be disclosed or shared, paid for, etc. In addition, if it's a smaller company, maybe they don't have the funds. If it's
that is 100% the reason I've ran into. So I've called a lot of title companies in my life, especially on a demo for other people. And the last time I did title company training was probably 2 years ago. And I called a lot of title companies, and I don't know, probably 70% of them are going to say, no, we don't do that. And the reason being is because those companies are very small. They don't have a business development department. There's salaries that get paid to a guy like Josh. Money has to come out of a file to pay Josh when a deal gets closed.
Yep.
So somebody who is intelligent as a business operator and has scaled their company is somebody that can afford a Josh on their team. So guys, when somebody says, I don't have a business development department, is that probably a title company you want to give business to? I'm going to say probably not. Now, I feel bad for them because they're smaller, but the challenge is this is your business. You got to take care of your business first and foremost. Okay. I would love to help somebody grow, but I need to help somebody grow that's going to help me grow, right? If Josh is going to help me out with a list, Josh is going to put me into this software that's going to show me, using artificial intelligence, a house that's going to sell or has a higher probability of selling in the next 18 months, I'm going to be able to do more files. And if I'm going to be able to do more files, I'm going to be able to give Josh more business. Okay. So you have to have a mutual exchange. It can't just be you giving files to a small company that's not giving something back to you. He has the escrow officers that can, bring 40 years of experience plus 27 years of experience, but he also has the lists. Okay. So there you go. Jen Bautista, she says, I called 17. Okay. Michigan, North Carolina, and Ohio this morning, and only one from Michigan is providing me a list. Guys, welcome to business. Not everybody's as dialed in as Josh Brunson. Okay. How do I find a large title company? Pick up the effing phone and dial. That's what you do. How do you do anything in life? Go to a t-shirt company and have them print something on your shirt that says, pick up the effing phone. That is the answer to like 99% of life's problems. Okay. Josh, what are other things that you guys can do that maybe we haven't talked about?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity to kind of go over those. It's a wide range of things. For example, if you have someone that's struggling with social media or just wants some of those up-to-date trends, for example, more than happy to have a whole social media chat talk that we can sit down. I've got a couple.
What?
Heck yeah.
This is the first time I've ever heard a title company talk about social media. Tell me, you guys can help them out with strategy?
Absolutely. So one person, if you guys don't follow her already, I'm going to put a little plug here. It's Chelsea Pites. She signed on with our company and we have some exclusive rights to her. And basically she'll come in and do trainings. Hey, David, this is my VP, everybody.
Dave, he looks like a VP. What's up, VP?
Pace, how are you?
Really good, man.
Hey, Josh, you're killing it, man.
He's crushing it.
I had to jump in because you're talking about social media and everything. So I wanted to kind of tell you something funny that you're not even aware of yet. Okay. So yesterday's call, Pace, you spoke to three people live, but one of them you spoke to before Josh was Corey, correct?
Yeah, I talked to Corey. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can see this. We are the same company, and Corey also reports to me.
Okay, amazing.
So what I wanted to say on that was social media, another thing that we help on, and I know Josh was going to get to it, but how you rank on Google. So you did a very wide variety Google search, and you happened to pull us up. I think it was 2 and 3.
Yeah, I literally just went off a Google search. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the company is talking about basically anyone that's interested, if I may, David.
Yeah.
Anyone that's interested can also schedule through myself for it's a free one-on-one 30-minute full consultation on how to set up a Google business profile, not only on the front end, but the back end as well. And ultimately, I love this company. They will tell you exactly what you have to do. The issue is that it's a lot of work. So most people choose to hire them. And so ultimately at the end, they'll give you a proposition for what they'll do it for. And I highly recommend people jump on that because you'll learn a ton.
Just to put this on pause for a second, okay? Because I want people to know that are watching. A couple of people have asked, what's Josh's email? We now have 13 people that have joined. This is the problem with doing a big live, is that people always show up late. So apologies to the people that are asking questions we've already answered. Guys, we've answered questions about what lists they provide, what they can do for you. So we're not going to go back to those things and recover those. We're going to go forward. He means 1,300 have joined, not 13. Yeah, it's 1,300. We got 1,300 people in here right now. Couple of things. Josh's email is on my screen right now. Okay. Josh.Brunson@ltic.com. And you guys are right. holy crap. I literally just Googled title company, Arizona. You guys were 2 of the top 3. And do you know that the first person I called they never answered. They have still not even called me back.
Yep.
So what's funny,
Answer the phone.
You guys, here's the cool thing. Both of your offices picked up the phone and both of your offices set up an appointment with me. So you guys are doing great business. This is awesome. So good. Thank you for that. You're also saying you guys can do social media, Google ranking, all that kind of stuff. David, is that where you come in?
No, that's still Josh's boat. I mean, the biggest thing for what we can do, and Josh already reiterated, is what can we bring to the table that is of value to you? And so a lot of the things we do, we work with a lot of good partners. Lawyers Title is national. So we have a lot of internal partner relationships that are only within our company. And we want to connect the dots, right? Find out what the needs are and try and provide solutions to everything.
Okay. So here you just said something that's going to trigger about maybe 1,100 people on here. Because there's about 200 people in here that are going to be dedicated to Arizona and probably about 1,100 people that are, across the other 49 states. They just heard you say that Lawyers Title is national.
Yeah.
How can they get in touch with somebody on a Lawyers Title team in their area, in their state? How can they get in touch with somebody?
Well, I mean, obviously the easiest way is Google, right? And in any state. But back to the question you asked Josh before, as far as what's the difference between the realtors here locally or investors versus out of state. Every other state has different regulations and laws, just like what Josh said. So, and they're very tight in some states. In fact, we sometimes have realtors from other states or from our state locally that is looking to market to an area in another state. When we go to our partner, our sister company in that other state, we find out at that point, hey, you're not allowed to provide that data because it's still data for that state that's highly regulated. Arizona, I'm sure you've been here long enough, is known, and anybody working in Arizona, we are the wild, wild west. And there's a reason.
I had a feeling you were going to say the wild, wild west because that's how we describe ourselves. I love that.
Yep. So, I can't speak to what every other state or county or other operation can offer, but I can tell you the best way to get a hold of them is 100%. There is a national site. If you go to, Lawyers Title and then the particular state or county that you're in, it should pull up all of the operations.
I actually, Chris, thank you, Chris Pedra in the side chat. We have a lot of very helpful people in our community. Chris Pedra he just put the location.ltic.com to find out if they have an office in your state.
Yep.
David and Josh, I'm going to give you some mad props. Okay. First and foremost, I cold called you off a Google thing. You obviously went back and watched the video, right? And why do I do that? I do that because there's people in here that are deathly afraid of calling a title company. I was one of those people. And there's people in here that also don't understand the importance that your title company is one of the strongest pillars in your real estate business, whether you're a wholesaler, a fix and flipper, or a buy and holder, which I basically have become 90% of what I do is now buy and hold. You guys are the most important part. And so people are so afraid of calling you that I thought, you know what, guys, I'm going to show you. I could call people I already know. Which I did. I actually called a rep that I already knew. And in the side comments, people were like, call a company you've never talked to before because you're making this look like it was all staged. So I called you guys cold. Not only did I call you cold, I'm going to give you mad props right now. Everybody's got the location thing. I want the chat to understand this. I'm going to turn the chat back on. I did not tell you 1,300 people were going to be here watching this Zoom. You guys came in here and were surprised as anything else because I wanted this to be very authentic and genuine. Guys, can we give them some freaking props? Tell David and Josh that you appreciate them showing up today on a Friday afternoon and were you a little bit surprised that you had 1,300 people on here or did you guys already kind of know?
It's a surprise. Josh, you can go ahead.
I'd say a little bit of both. Like I said, the research, but just honestly super thankful for the platform to be able to be in front of the people. So yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome. And Josh, we love your demeanor. There's a couple of people in the side comments who are like, I love Josh. He's so awesome. He's crushing it. Josh, you're obviously in the right position. You're in the right seat on the right bus. This is super impressive. One more time, I'm going to give you guys the email. Please send Josh an email if you are in Arizona. Do not bother him if you're not in Arizona. What you should do if you're not in Arizona is go to the link that we already talked about, which is location.ltic.com. Location.ltic.com. Now, David, from a VP perspective, is there anything that we haven't covered that you'd like Josh and myself to go over today about how you can help investors with your title company?
No, I mean, the biggest thing is just exactly what you just said. We do help investors. And I think that's the biggest challenge, right? You know, most people, let's be honest out there, they don't even know what we do. Title and escrow, right? And all the different companies out there. I mean, here in Arizona alone, we have I think the last time I checked, we have like 222 title companies.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. So
you're saying 222 different brands.
Yeah.
Which means there's probably a few thousand locations.
Companies. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. Some of those maybe run out of a house or a storage unit or whatever, but the competition is fierce out here. And back to the original part of this episode, it's who you work with. And you were saying, you know, you're super loyal to the escrow officer that just retired. When we're going through and we're looking for clients to work with, we want to talk to you. We want to call the loyal ones, because you know what? If we can get in front of you, when we get in front of people, we tend to win. Right. So if we can just get in front of you and let you know what we have to offer, then we know you're going to be loyal once we can get you over.
Amazing. You guys are amazing. So Corey reports to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you my experience with Corey today. So what I did is I said, all right, I'm going to go and I'm going to have a meeting with Corey. I didn't think they knew who I was. And then I go into the meeting and Corey starts taking photos of me with my team there. And it wasn't my team, it was like a ride along with my students. So I took students there to show them what a meeting looks like. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's taking photos. And then she's like, well, yeah, we know who you are. I'm like, darn it. I was hoping to like have an element of surprise. But the conversation with her was so great. We do Subto transactions. We do seller finance. We do lease options. We can help you out with servicing. We can help you do notes and deeds of trust. We have the most experienced people in escrow. She went through everything for 40 minutes. And I was so impressed by that office too. You guys are running an amazing operation, man. I'm just so impressed by what you guys are doing.
Appreciate that. And just so you know, until 20 minutes before the meeting, it was authentic. She did not know who you were.
Amazing.
Yeah. But more importantly, like what you said.
Yeah, she called me Chase.
You did the cold calls. They had no idea who you were.
She did a great job, a really great job. And yes, guys, she said, yes, we'll do every Subto transaction. I think Molly's actually sending her over a transaction today, which is exciting. Nice. So we're going to start doing business with you guys. Now, Josh, can you check your email right now?
A little afraid, but yes.
I want to make sure that you have at least 30, 40 emails right now from people that you're going to onboard with.
I think before this, I had it down to maybe 5, and I'm at 126.
Okay, great. So I've done my job today.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Amazing.
We appreciate the opportunity for sure.
You guys deserve the business, man. I mean, just picking up the phone, how professional you guys have been through and through. I'm unbelievably impressed. Thank you guys so much. Josh, I'm not going to keep you much longer, but I'm going to send you a file no later than Monday. We're going to let me know who the escrow officer is you want me to send a file to. We'll start sending you guys files right away.
Absolutely. I will, I've got your number. I'll text that over to you. The reason I'm not throwing it out there is, again, I have multiple that people can work with, and I do pair them off of personalities, things of that nature as well. Okay. So in their particular needs. So
perfect. And once we close our first deal with you, I'm buying you an iPhone, just FYI.
Please do. Trust me.
Yes.
David tried to give me one when I very first started working here.
David, my guy.
Dude, we only have one droid person on the team, and it's him.
And no, you can't you can't group text with him, can you?
Well, it's stupid, annoying green.
Bro, We're trying to group text you, Josh. We're trying to get you involved here, man.
Yes.
All right, we'll do it. We'll close the transaction in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to come to close of, I never go to the closings, but I'll go to the closing and I'll hand over this brand new iPhone directly to you. It'll be an iPhone 15 Pro and we'll hand that bad boy over.
That's
I
awesome.
absolutely appreciate it.
He's like, I'm not going to use it. I'll give it to,
Yeah, he
one of
will.
my other clients.
Yeah, he
You know,
will.
I was going to make a joke. My cousin has a really good statement that, you know, everyone has something wrong with them, and maybe just being an Android user is the thing that's wrong with me. So,
You know what? The first step to fixing a problem is admitting it. So I like that.
Yeah.
Guys,
Thank you again.
David, Josh,
Appreciate it.
impressed. Guys, give them some love in the side comments. Tell him you're impressed. Josh was amazing. Tell Josh how much you love him. Give him some emojis. We've got 1,400 people on here. One more time for the email. Anybody that needs to email Josh, josh.brunson@tlic.com. Shoot him an email if you are Arizona based.
Oh,
the L
hold
and
on
T-
the emails.
Oh, did I do it? Oh, lawyer's title. Dang it. I screwed it up. I'm so sorry. Let me fix that. Thank you.
No, not a problem.
LTIC. LTIC. Lawyer's Title Inc. without an N.
It's Insurance Corporation.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go. That makes so much sense. Boom. Josh.brunson@ltic.com. And David, you came in here and just made my whole day teasing him about the iPhone. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank
Guys,
you.
thank you. We will definitely send business your way. By Monday, you'll have a file directly from me. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in here who will choose you to do business with also on top of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look forward to it. Look forward to talking with everybody.
Okay. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. So we've got a special guest coming in here today. We're going to take a minute to get her all set up. Let's get her over here. Come say hi for a second. This is my sister. And before any of you creeps ask, she is not single. She is married. Okay. And yeah, see, there's already dudes that are like, dang it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So Landry's going to come in and hang out. We're going to go on a 3-minute break. Guys, am I allowed to go on a 3-minute break real quick to set my sister up with a microphone? Give me a yes. Because somebody's going to lose their mind. They're going to make, am I on the wrong line? Somebody will always go, I'm in the wrong place. Pace isn't on screen. There's something wrong. Give me 3 minutes and we'll be right back. Okay. Just relax. Hey guys, you should be all networking with each other for the next 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes and network with each other. Put your silly names and your favorite colors. I guarantee there's somebody in here that their favorite color is brown. Guaranteed. Okay. Tell everybody where you're from. Tell everybody if you're a Subto student. Tell everybody if you're a Gator. Tell everybody what color you like. Everything. Network. All right, everybody. Has this live been good today? Have we provided value in this challenge today? Have we impacted your day? Have we provided positive things to you today? All right, we got a couple of questions. Let me see if these are just knuckleheads with their hands raised or if they actually have real questions. Douglas, what do you got for me?
Not sure. I don't know why my hand was raised.
Classic, Douglas, classic. Carly, could you, oh, never mind. I can do that. I'm going to lower everybody's hands. If you guys have a question, let's do a couple of Q&As. Now, if you see 5 people with their hands raised, I can guarantee I'll only get to like 3, maybe. So don't go too far. All right. What do you got for me today? Q on? Queen?
Kaon, it rhymes
Kaon,
with crayon.
what up, bro?
What's going on, Pace? Are we going to be submitting deals today?
We're going to try and get there. We're going to show you guys one thing that everybody requested is how to pull a foreclosure list today. So we've got Landry coming up to show you guys how to pull foreclosures on a paid list. Everybody asked for that yesterday. They really wanted me to show them how to spend money. So we're going to do that next.
All right, spend money for profits.
Unfortunately, sometimes that's how it works.
Okay, good. Thanks.
No problem. Okay, here we go. Jesse, what do you got for me?
Yes. The guy that was on earlier, he was saying that he does a lot of help with the web developing for your company, for like, different LLCs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to I know that I'm not in Arizona, but I am a part of Gator, and I'm trying to make sure my LLC is working properly. I wanted to, see if he can do business with me in that aspect.
I mean, you could always go to primecorporateservices.com and have them help you. They'll give you a whole hour for free.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Like if you join Gator, they give you an hour for free. So go to startwithprime.com, startwithprime.com.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Tell me you missed the onboarding call without telling me you missed the onboarding call. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Paul Aubin. Paul, how do I say your last name?
Auburn, like Auburn University, but Auburn.
Aubin. Okay, cool. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm killing it. What do you got for me?
2 things. Second is going to be a question. First thing, I just want to let you know, I paid for a wholesale class a while back when I was doing some work in Colorado, and just these 3 days knocks out just there's the value that you get in this class. I just want to share that with everyone. The value that you get in this class is much more than what you get for a class that I personally paid for.
Thank
So I
you,
just
bro.
wanted to say that.
That's always been a goal of mine. My goal has always been to provide way more value for free, especially for wholesale. Just teach you guys wholesale stuff for free so that you never have to pay me a penny for anything. Just learn wholesale stuff, work with my students on the creative finance stuff. And I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
For sure. Definitely. I'm actually a new Gator as well, so I'm looking forward to those opportunities.
Love it.
And the question I had is something you mentioned yesterday. You mentioned that you were going to be given a purchase and sale agreement yesterday.
Yes, we did. Hey, Carly, can you come up here for just a second? Let's talk about that for a second. Carly, can you come up here? Let's see if we can get the beautiful Carly to come up here and hang out with us for a second. She was probably eating a hamburger. Or actually, they don't eat hamburgers where she's from. They eat fish and chips. Let's see if we can get her up here. Carly, can you come up here for just a second? Unless you're tied up. She'll make sure that we get that. We gave the link away yesterday. And I think there it is. Purchase contract is in the app underneath docs. There it is. So put that in the side chat one more time for me and I'll pause the side chat. There it is. Boom. Rick Daniels just dropped it. It's a Google's doc. And it's sitting right there. Do you guys want me to show you how to fill it out?
Yes.
Okay, watch me fill it out. I'll fill it out with you, okay?
Thank you. Thanks, Rick Daniels. Thank you, and that's a cool name.
Yep. His brother's name is Rick James. Only older people care about that. All right, let's see. Cool. Oh yeah, this is a great contract. All right, let me share this with you guys and we can go through this together. This is I'd say this is about I've probably spent, if you went and got this contract yourself, okay? By the way, the link is in the side chat. For those of you guys that are like, what is he looking at? The link is in the side chat. I'm going to say it one more time for you because there's always one person that will go, what are we looking at? The link is in the side chat, my friends. It's right there. Rick Daniels just pegged it again, right there. Click on it. You can follow along or download it, okay? All right, so don't mess with it. Don't edit it. You can see at the very top, it says, you cannot edit this. You will have to make a copy. File, go to file up here and make a copy. Okay. So this is a purchase contract and escrow instructions. So this is what you need to buy a house from a seller. Pretty simple. Put the property address here. Legal description. I'm going to tell you legal description and APN. I have literally never filled that out in my life. I will just put the property address and then I let the title company or the transaction coordinator that I hire fill all that stupid crap out. My seller doesn't care about that. I don't care about that. Earnest money. Okay. Earnest money is what I call the engagement ring to a purchase contract. A woman, would you think a man is serious in marrying you if he doesn't give you an engagement ring? No. Okay. So do you think a seller is going to be think you're serious about buying their house if you don't give them some earnest money, EMD? It's the engagement ring to a real estate purchase contract, okay? So usually earnest money is 1% of the purchase contract, 1% of the purchase contract. So if I'm buying a house for $400,000, I'm typically going to put up about $4,000 to legitimize this contract. That $4,000 can come from a Gator. Okay, this is what Gators do. Gators bring the earnest money to a real estate transaction. It's one of the 7 things that they do. Okay, who are my Gators in the side chat? Who are my Gators? Type in the word Gator in the side chat. Okay, the reason why I hold the Elephant Challenge is so the Gators can come in and fund your transactions. We've got about, out of the 1,500 or so people in here, we have about 900 people that are non-Subto and non-Gator. So the Gators can come in and fund your transactions and the Subto students can help you talk to your sellers. You obviously put in your purchase price right here. Pretty simple. Close of escrow means what's the day you want to finalize the transaction. Escrow agent. So you see why we went out and found a title company today? Do you now see why we went out and found a title company, my friends? So now you have a company to put in that spot on 1.7. Does this now make sense why I pushed you to get a title company before I showed you the purchase contract? Give me a yes in the comments, you knucklehead. Stop typing in Gator for 14 seconds. All right, so your escrow agent is the person that Josh from Lawyer's Title will connect you with. The parties, seller, mailing address, email, phone number, buyer. Okay, buyer could be your name. Doesn't matter because you might be wholesaling it. Okay. Inspection period. How long of a day? So usually 10 days. If we leave this blank, it's just 10 days. Standard is 10 days. Okay. Then let's see. Occupancy. Seller represents and warrants that there are no parties in the occupancy. That's pretty basic. You guys can read through that. These are the things that are very important for you to watch and see. Okay. Earnest money. The earnest money shall be credited towards the purchase price at close of escrow. That's important for you to know about. Disclosures. That's important. Okay, great. But here's the most important. There's a couple of really important parts to this. Okay. This is important for Gators right here. This is the Gator friendly clause. Hold on. Somebody's messing with my Zoom. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Somebody's been messing with my Zoom, guys. I apologize. Okay. So let's see. What's another one that's really important for you to know? Okay. Here we go. The buyer may assign this contract or any of its rights here under any person. So this is the assignment portion that shows that you can assign this, you can wholesale this transaction. Okay. Hey guys, we're done talking about Gators. We're done talking about what you do. We've already done that part. So let's stop going in there and saying I'm a sub 2 student. Let's stop saying that you're a Gator. We've done that part. So let's just get back to the training. Are we all on the same page there? Okay. No more of that. We're on the same page. No more telling people you're a Gator or sub 2. I gave you 5 minutes to do that. So we're done. We're now moving back into the important part. Okay. Another really important one is allowing you to file a memorandum. If you guys don't know what a memorandum is, go to my YouTube channel and type in Pace Morby memorandum. It's very important. This contract is so well written. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, it's so good. It protects you, protects the seller. Everybody's happy. That's it. That's it. It's really not a lot to a contract. There's like 3 or 4 things to fill out. The most important things to fill out is property address, how much money you're putting as your earnest money, what's the total purchase price. If you're doing a sub 2 or seller finance contract, yes, Maria, this is good for all 50 states. Okay. This is good for all 50 states. Okay. We are, oh, this is great. Jose de Leon says, we are in a lawsuit with this contract, and our attorney said, this is so black and white, we will win no problem. How much do you guys think I've spent on this contract over the last 7 years of having it redrafted and redrafted and redrafted? I would say probably $40,000 to $50,000. Normally, if you just went out and got this contract written by an attorney, probably cost you about $3,000 to $5,000, something like that. But I've redrafted it a ton of times. In fact, I got this really funny thing from my attorney the other day. Let's pull this up. Let's see if I can find this. Got an invoice from my attorney. I'll show you. This is the kind of stuff that happens. By the way, I'm just waiting for Landry to get up and going, guys. So I'm just killing a little bit of time teaching you guys a couple of things. So just relax. For those of you guys that are like, what's next? Don't make me tease you, because I'm the master of teasing. I'll make you feel silly. Just relax. Let's see. Sean St. Clair. Invoice. Okay, cool. So check out this invoice. These are invoices I get almost every single week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a month. But at least once or twice a month, I get it minimum. It's usually 2 to 3 times a month I'll get one of these invoices. So check this out. Just for my attorney to review my purchase and sell agreement is $380. They reviewed and revised my purchase and sell agreement. Yes, Eric? Eric says we're good. So just a second. Just to revise the contract one time, $665. One phone call, $142. Reviewed and revised the PSA, $997. This was literally, I just got this invoice September 5th. So guys, I'm bringing this purchase and sale agreement to you. It's only good for cash transactions. This is not good for creative finance. My sub 2 students obviously get the sub 2, seller finance, all that kind of stuff. My attorney, yeah, there you go. He charges $250 for a 30-minute phone call. Yep. Welcome to being a business owner. Okay. But I'm just showing you that these are my invoices I pay. This is not a fake thing. I truly spend this kind of money for you guys. This contract is not state specific, Daniel. Salvador, I will never give my creative finance contracts away. Can we all repeat that in the comments? Pace will never give his sub 2 and seller finance contracts away. I only give that to my sub 2 community. Only. Find a student and do a deal with them. They are actually taught to never share it with you either unless you have a real deal to work with them on. I'm going to say that one more time. I will never, I have never given my sub 2 or seller finance contracts away. I give them to my sub 2 community only. You can get them from my sub 2 community when you do a deal with them. Period. Does that make sense? Cool. Awesome. We are all on the same page. So have we all gotten my, I don't know, $40,000, $50,000 contract? Everybody has the link to that, or do we need to put the link in the side chat one more time? Okay, Luis Lopez showed up late. Can we put the link in the side chat one more time, everybody? Can somebody help me out with that? Okay, cool. Eric Reed, he's got the link. Let me put it in there. Let me put the side chat on pause for just a second. All right, there's the link. Everybody click on that. And let's bring up Landry. I think she's got to get the Zoom link. I think that's the challenge. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, please give a warm welcome to my sister, Landry. Landry, you just got your driver's license, right? You're like 16 years old?
No, a little. Sometimes last time you thought that I was like way up there though. We're like 16 years apart.
In my mind, Landry is always going to be 12 to 16 years old.
Yeah, probably. I'm almost 25.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know I'm getting old. It's weird. Annika's already going to be 22 and that's the last.
I went on my mission and lived in Korea when Annika, our sister, who's 22 years old, she was barely born, maybe 3 months old. And I went and lived in Korea for a couple of years and came back home to a sister who was 2.5 years old. Okay, this is great. Jesse says, I thought we didn't work with family, or is that we don't do deals with family? Jesse, she works for a completely unrelated company as a service provider. It's a very, very big difference. No. Landry, do you and I do any deals together?
No.
I also would never do a deal with my sister because she'd probably try and negotiate me out of my commissions.
I don't know about that. This is why I do the system stuff.
Okay, cool. Who's been on a live with Landry before? Maybe with Jamil or one of my other friends. Okay, so people know Landry. Landry, who do you work for? What do you do?
I work for Batch Service and I teach all the systems. I love systems, teaching you guys how to use it. And I'm super detail oriented. And yeah, we just go into like challenges, master classes, and then I get to do some of that fun stuff on YouTube as well. So,
dope. Okay, so Eric, does she have the ability to share her screen so we can see what she's looking at?
Not yet. So he's going to send me or get me the link so that I can switch it over. And then I'll show you guys what we're going to cover today. I think it's going to be really good. We'll kind
Okay,
of just
cool.
go with the flow of this list.
We typically go with the flow, but what did I tell you I wanted you to prepare for today?
Foreclosures. So we're going to kind of just see, you know, because there's lots of different ways that you could pull that. You could get really crazy with it. So of course, I'm an overthinker and super analytical on the system side of things. So I don't know. Should I tell them what I've been kind of thinking that we should pull?
Yeah, let's take, guys. I turned my mic down so her mic. You guys can normalize a little bit. I turned mine down a little bit. Eric, will you turn her up and maybe move the mic a little bit closer to her face, please?
No. Here, let me move this.
I can hear her great because I know how to turn my volume up, but there's some people in here that have Androids and
they can't hear me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Android users don't have like volume buttons. So say something.
Is that better?
That's
Good.
30% better.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah. So today, I mean, it's so difficult with foreclosures, pre-foreclosures in systems. And if you don't know that, it's just the way that it is. Honestly, if you're trying to get somebody, like, for example, I thought about pulling a list of property owners that have gone into or been given a notice of default, but that's such fresh info that it can be so difficult for certain counties to get that back to people, especially like in software companies. So I think we're going to do something a little different today and find people that have an active auction that have a little less time, and we can see the date of when that's supposed to get.
Okay. So guys, let me fill in what she's saying. Okay. Here's what she's saying. In order for Batch, the company that she works for, to give foreclosure data to you guys, they have to pull it from the county. Have you guys ever hung out with a government worker? Okay. There's some government workers in here, so I'm just going to chill out on the government worker thing. Somebody just said, I'm a government worker. Okay. Let's be honest. Are they the fastest working people on the planet? Okay. They have no incentive to go faster, right? It's the government. They're not making more money the faster they go. Whereas if I work at look at Josh, the title rep that came in here. The faster he works, the more efficient he is, the more professional he is, the more money he makes. If I'm a government worker, if I work faster, do I make more money? No. You are incentivized. People show up the way that they are incentivized. Okay. So I'm sorry. Some of you guys might be upset by the way I'm saying these things, but I'm trying to give you an understanding that when somebody goes into foreclosure, the county has to record the foreclosure data in order for us to have access to that data. Jaden says, who's that beauty on the left screen? That's my sister. And sadly, she's taken. I'm sorry. Otherwise I would introduce you to her. Okay. But she is married. She's in the process of making babies, apparently.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. Maybe in like 2 years.
Maybe in 2. You just told me a year, like 5 minutes ago.
I know, a year, 2 years, something around there.
What would you name your first baby?
Well, I think if I had a girl first, I would name her Joy. I think that's such a sweet name. It was actually Trevor's idea when we first got married. We're almost coming up on 3 years in December, which is nuts. So
wow. So Joy, I love Joy. The way when you said Joy, I was like, yep,
that's it. I know that one stuck with me. I've had a few for boys that then I ran into some people that I'm like, maybe not. So
what about if you had a boy, what would you name him?
I used to love the name Todd from Fox and the Hound when I was a kid. That was like my favorite boy name.
Todd.
Yeah. Do you know that movie? That was like my favorite when I was a kid.
Fox and the Hound. Is that like an old school cartoon?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Literally it's like, I can't even remember the storyline.
Todd.
Yeah. He is the fox.
Guys, is Todd the name that Landry should name her boy? What are we thinking? Good or bad?
I don't know why people don't like it. I'm like, I don't know about now.
Here's the problem. Okay. Here's the problem. You come from a family of 12 kids that all have unique names.
Yeah.
Chance,
that's the issue.
Harmony, Pace, Corbin, Marika, Madison, Mackenzie,
See, this is what happens to me.
Ramsey,
McLaren. Wait, did you already say McLaren?
McLaren. Okay, hold on. Let's do this again.
Hudson.
Chance, Harmony, Pace, Corbin, Marika, Madison, Mackenzie, Ramsey, Hudson,
McLaren. No, McLaren, then Hudson,
McLaren, Hudson,
then me.
Landry, Annika.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we all agree that Todd does not fit?
I know. But it's like, I don't know. I need to find a better boy name. That one kind of died, but you know, something else I'll pick. But Joy
You're
is
so
set.
unique. Joy is I love Joy. Joy fits you really well.
Thanks. Yeah, I think that'll be good.
So like, think about this. Laura wants to name our little boy Phil. Right? It's like,
What do you think?
Dude, Asher, Corbin, Monday, Phil. Does that make sense? Guys,
Man,
DM
I don't
my
want to say
wife.
anything because it's like
DM my wife and tell her what you think. DM Laura Morby. DM her and tell her what you think. Like, legit, tell her, okay?
Well, what would your choice be?
I mean, Phil is an iconic name. Think about it. Phil Mickelson, Phil Jackson, right? Like some of the most iconic sports figures of all time. It just doesn't fit. I was thinking Atlas Ender.
Oh yeah, I think
the world ender.
Yeah.
But then people are going to think he's the Antichrist.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I like Atlas. I think that's cute.
Atlas is a good one. You guys, what do you guys think? Atlas for a boy?
Oh, someone says Dumbledore. That's pretty good.
Elon? No.
Uh,
How do I say?
Chase. We already have a Chase.
Yeah, we have a chance. We have a chance. People called me Chance, my older brother, and Pace. People would just call us Chase all the time.
Yeah, well then Chance embraced it and named Chase. I think that was one of his reasons. He was like, I'm just gonna embrace it.
Yeah, Chance, our older brother, has a little boy named Chase.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it. We're naming our little boy Subto.
Oh, perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
Duke. That's a good one.
The Duke of Deals. This is my child, the Duke of Deals. Okay, so Landry, let's do some screen sharing. Tell us what batch. Pretend like I don't know what batch is.
Okay.
Why the hell would I sign up for batch?
Okay. Are you?
Guys, by the way, batch costs money. So everything we're going to show you is going to cost you money. What I talked about yesterday was a free list. Okay. Everything now is going to cost you money. So chill out. We already did the free stuff. Have we checked the box on the free stuff for you free people in here? Give me a yes. It's been checked 17 times. Okay. Somebody says no. Cold calling title companies yesterday, then taking you guys to a title appointment to record the conversation, and then having Josh come in here and talk about it for an hour. Somebody still says, no, you haven't talked about free lists enough. Do you envy my job? Do you envy me when I give things away for free to people? They're just like, no, give me more. Landry, what does Batch do for us? How can you guys help us?
Batch, literally, especially nowadays, it's brought in so much more as well, but you're able to pull a list of sellers, buyers, agents. You're able to market in here. You're able to, skip trace and get amazing data. I'm not even biased. I've been with Batch for over 3 years, is when Pace told me about them, is how I came to be in the company. And I've just seen the data. I've seen the results. It just is that way.
Batch is the best, guys. I'm going to tell you
data.
straight up. Batch is the best. However, I'm going to tell you honestly, Privy, if you're starting out, Privy is a great solution. It does not provide anywhere near as many resources as Batch does, but Batch charges more money. Okay? So if you're broke, hey, Landry, do you know how to push Apple or Command Plus on your screen? Command Plus?
Oh, wait, whoopsie.
Not Command T, Command Plus.
Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, there we go.
Do it a couple
my
times.
gosh, I've never known how to fix that. Okay, amazing.
Well, maybe if you had an older brother that could teach you some stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I know I'm too far away.
Do it 2 more times.
2 more times. Okay. And here we go. Oh, better.
Oscar,
Okay.
Oscar Rosales. Okay, let's have a conversation. Okay, Oscar Rosales says batch is 100, privy is 120. Oscar, tell me you're not doing a lot of deals without telling me you're not doing a lot of deals, my friend. Oscar, come up here. Let's have a conversation. Let's make sure we shoot straight with everybody. Oscar, my friend. Oscar Rosales. Okay, so Oscar the Grouch does not want to come and talk to me, and that's okay. Do you know why it seems like batch is less expensive? Because batch charges $100 base charging, but if you want to pull a list or you want to skip trace, it's additional costs. Privy doesn't have even the ability to charge you extra money. Pay attention to what I just said, you knucklehead. Batch will charge you for everything you do. Privy doesn't even have the ability to do those things. Privy is a very basic distilled version of this. Skip trace means getting somebody's phone number, okay? There you go, Michelle Rice, she got it. Privy doesn't do a lot of things. Okay. Yes, you can comp on batch. You can drive for deals on batch. You can pull lists on batch. You can skip trace on batch. You can use batch as a CRM. There are so many more things that you can do inside of batch. My average cost to run batch. You want to know how much my cost to run batch when I was only using batches? What do you think it is? If you're running a full-time batch system, you're probably spending somewhere around $2,000 to $3,000 a month because you're pulling a lot of lists for a very large company. When you're starting out, it might be $200 to $300. Okay. Just understand the more you want to do, the more it's going to cost you. Does that make sense? Give me a yes. Do we need to cover this again? Guys, by the way, PropStream does the same thing. They're $97 a month, but my average cost for PropStream is $600 a month. Okay, PropStream is plus, 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 plus. Batch is plus, plus. Okay, the more you want to do, the more it costs you. Do we understand that? Give me a yes. If I'm using Privy, it's a flat fee because Privy doesn't even have these options. Are we done covering this? Can we move on? Okay. Thank you so much. Watch, somebody's going to join in here in 4 minutes and go, what are we talking about? James Smith says, I don't get it. Yeah, you do. I know you're being sarcastic. Okay. Is this the right Zoom? I don't know, Chris Dickerson. It might not be. Can Pace's windows be reduced? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the way the webinar is set up, dude, unfortunately, this is the only way for her to do it. Landry, do Apple or Command plus 2 more times.
Oh, to get it closer, or you want it to be, because I think
more
it's
magnetized. Do Command plus.
Okay.
The old people in the back need you to do it differently.
Okay. Hopefully that's better, guys. It's only going to be, the only reason I say it's going to be a little tricky is because now it will be hard to know where I'm going on the screen. But I'm
Then do Apple
question.
minus. Do Apple minus one time.
Okay. That's better.
Boom. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, squint. Okay. Everybody that's over 40, just be patient. Okay. Just zoom in on your Android. You'll be fine. Just use your, okay. Guys, I'm joking about the Android thing, right? I'm not really. Okay, Landry, what do we got? Tell me what can I do? Can we pull a foreclosure? Can you show me how fast I can pull foreclosures that are like active foreclosures?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you wanted to just immediately get right into it, you just open your menu, you go to property search. This is where you can get seriously crazy with it. But let's just do Phoenix real quick.
Tell me how many active foreclosures are in Phoenix. I need to know.
Okay. So let's type in Phoenix, click search. It will give you your total. Nothing's filtered out of those 446. If you want to be really quick about it, it's just down in the quick filters and you just scooch on over. And right there are 933. Now that includes just in every part of the process in pre-foreclosure. So if you just wanted to pull that right off, right there, click on it and then it's done. Couple seconds.
What kind of information do I get? Does it tell me, do you give me their phone number? Or do I have to skip trace?
Yeah, I can give you their phone number. So if you, just depending on how you went about it, if you wanted to click on the address and you're like, wow, this looks great. And I'll show you guys on some better properties that I pulled, like we were talking about, that have like a future auction date. We have a little bit more information there. Once again, you just have to remember with pre-foreclosures, remember that it's difficult and that there's thousands of people with their hands all in this data, and it's dependent on so many humans to update this stuff. So it's not going to be perfect. Okay. So in foreclosure and lien information, you're able to start diving into this one, for example, like they have a notice of sale and their auction date. See, like this is an old one. This is why I like to do like a future type deal. But if you guys wanted to, just to show you the point, and I can show you a better list.
Andrew G. Andrew G. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Are you asking what skip tracing is?
Yes, because I just heard the term, being used. I don't know what it is. I'm brand new to all of this. So.
No problem. I appreciate the question. I think a lot of people have the same question. Okay. So let's say I give you somebody's name. How do you get their phone number?
Google it.
Okay. But what about somebody like me? Do you think I have my number on Google?
No, like a background check or something like that. Pay for it.
Or maybe a skip trace. So a skip trace is to give you their phone number and potentially even their email. Okay. So if you skip trace somebody, you pay for a service to go and pull high quality data. Now, everybody write this down. There are people that can go to truepeoplesearch.com and you can find some people's information on truepeoplesearch.com for free. truepeoplesearch.com. However, if I'm trying to run a business, Andrew, let me unmute you one more time. If I'm trying to run a business and I want my people that are cold calling and texting to have high quality data, do you think True People Search, a free search for people's phone number, is going to give me the highest quality phone numbers? Andrew G.
Yeah, I'm still here. You kind of cut off for a second. Sorry.
Okay, so guys, you're not going to get high quality data when you're getting things for free. Okay. Mike Fox says it's about 60% reliable phone numbers for me. Okay. Anthony Johnson says, I pay $30 a month and it sucks. Okay. James Smith says bad data in, bad data out. Okay. Why are you saying that? You're saying that because you want high quality data. If you're going to sit there and cold call 2 hours a day. Do you want to be cold calling 2 hours a day with information that's only 60% good? Or do you want to make sure that the quality of information you are calling on is as high quality as possible? Give me a yes or a no. What do you want? You want to spend the money or do you want to get the free stuff? What do you want? I find people that want the free stuff are either one or the other category. Number one, you're broke. And that's okay. We all start broke. I started broke too. I know exactly what it means to be broke. Or you are broke-minded. You follow Dave Ramsey or one of his knucklehead advisors that says, don't spend money. Don't buy your wife nice things. Don't buy coffee because it's going to make you go broke. Don't buy skip tracing because you can use True People Search and be fine. Batch Leads is the company that has the highest quality data in the business. That is why I brought Landry in here today. So if she's going to skip trace a number, what do you think the likelihood is that we're going to find a good phone number? Landry, what does it typically cost to skip trace one number?
Just depends on the plan. Like the lowest plan would be 14 cents if you're paying less monthly, but if you're higher, it's like 10 cents. So
okay, so let's say I skip trace this entire Arizona list, right? I want the highest quality thing. What's my cost to do that?
That would be in my plan with the 10 cents that like 100, like the one that I pulled. Oh, this
$90
whole list. That'd be like yeah, there you go. Sorry, I was thinking about the list I pulled earlier that had like,
okay, so it'd be like $90 to get the highest quality data for 900 people in foreclosure. Guys, does that make sense? What skip tracing does?
Yeah, and I'll show you guys too. We can do like a 1-by-1 and then we'll do like the full list just to give you an idea. Because I mean, yeah, you totally could go on free people search in a pinch type deal.
Okay.
But then you're like, I just want it in like right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you guys right here. If you were to like one off, because you could do it in bulk. But if I came in here,
How do people sign up with my discount, by the way?
Just go to batch leads. So batchleads.io/Pace's name. Pace.
Okay, and that gives them like a discount or something?
You guys will be able to pull, usually you can pull 500 leads, but with Pace's link, you'll be able to pull 1,000 in 7 days. There's so much you can do in like 4 minutes that 7 days is like, you can get some stuff done. Plus you guys can get in and I'll teach you how to use it. So.
Okay. And you actually teach people like on a weekly basis, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I do like the really deep dive stuff.
Okay. Hey, Maj, he says, how do I become an elephant leader? Maj, reach out to Carly at pacemorby.com. You know Carly, my guy. Come on. Reach out to Carly. Noel has asked this question about 400 times. He says, what's the best financial resource lender to borrow from to bring a loan current with foreclosures and do a hybrid sub-2? The best thing to do is be in the sub-2 community and bring a private money lender to the table. There you go. Private money lender. Gators are not typically doing private money. Gators do something different. They do short-term money. Sounds like you need long-term money, Noel. That's called a private money lender. You can always go to my YouTube channel and type in Pace Morby private money. Okay. So I think we should give some lists away today. What do you think?
Yeah. I'm thinking, I mean, I pulled some.
How much of your money can I spend?
I don't know. Cause it's like, are you guys going to use batch or are you just like going to pull it? And like, you know what I mean? Like what's going to happen here?
Guys, give her some emojis if you guys are going to sign up for batch.
Yeah. Give it a try. I mean, it's like, why wouldn't you?
They got the link, batchleads.io/pace. Okay. So I want to spend some of your money. How much money can I spend of yours? Can I spend $200 of yours?
You're actually, yeah. Cause we can, we'll have to pull another list. I pulled one today. This Phoenix Future Auctions. This is where I have my data saved. And I pulled, let's see, 187. This is about to be getting up there actually to 200. But
I wonder if Angie Milanazzo's on here. Hold on a second. I'm going to ask Angie what she wants us to pull.
Yeah, let me know. And I'll show you guys too. Like if you were in here, this is a list I pulled earlier. And by the way, when you go ahead and skip trace somebody, then this is what it looks like. And you can actually come in here like this person's on the DNC list. So if you're wanting to avoid people, you have a little bit of insight. So it can be really helpful to just have the info right there.
Hello.
Hi, are you on the Elephant Challenge?
Yes.
What city should I pull a foreclosure list for you and your team?
I would say Denver or Thornton or Westminster.
Give me a city that is in the United States though, not like Westminster. That's in London.
No, Westminster's in Colorado.
Don't make stuff up.
It's in Colorado.
Okay, what if I do
Denver.
What if I do all of Denver?
Okay.
Is there another market you guys are focusing on?
We really don't even focus here, but I do foreclosures here. So
you already have the list. Give me a place that you can give to your baby elephants in your thing. Is there a city that you see a lot that people want to call on?
Yeah, let's see. Let me go to ask Dylan and Joey. Joey, Pace wants.
Okay, guys, in the comments, tell me what city you guys want us to pull. We can't pull Salt Lake City, guys. Mormons don't go into foreclosure. So just so you know. Okay. Houston. I like Houston. I like Houston a lot. It's a bigger market. Or Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Atlanta. Let's choose Atlanta. And I'll give it to one of the, can you just bill me?
Yeah.
What if we pull like 3 lists? We do Atlanta, Georgia. You can bill me for this. Atlanta, Georgia, all the foreclosures. Houston, all the foreclosures.
Okay.
And let's do, let's see, what else am I, Denver, really? Sure. Angie already has the Denver foreclosures. Raleigh, North Carolina. People in North Carolina are so awesome. Let's see. Dang, all right. Nashville, Tennessee. Let's do Nashville, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, and Houston. Pull those lists. Let's skip trace them. And I'll have Carly give them to the leaders of the Elephant Challenge. So guys, you can get these lists from your leaders in the Elephant Challenge, okay? Should we pull a fourth one?
Yeah, we can do that. So Nashville, Atlanta, and what was the other one we're doing? And
Houston.
Okay. So what's the other
Houston,
one?
Texas always gets all the love because you guys are like your own country.
Yeah, I feel like Florida and Texas are always.
Should we give some Florida some love?
Florida, yeah.
Okay. Let's do Orlando.
Okay. Wow, I'm actually surprised.
Okay, cool. So guys, watch her as she goes through this. Watch her as she goes through this. And give her some freaking love, by the way. Tell this girl that you appreciate her. She was supposed to fly home to Tallahassee.
Tallahassee, no. Actually, close to Nashville is where I live.
Really?
Yeah. What am I doing? What's the other one? Oh, Orlando.
How close to Nashville are you?
I'm like an hour north of Nashville. I'm like really close to Kentucky. So, yeah.
What's the best food that you've had there since you moved there?
Honestly, I was so surprised when I moved to Tennessee and everywhere was Mexican food. I love Mexican food, but you'd think like everywhere would just be chicken sandwiches, which they do have really good ones there. But yeah, they have a really amazing Mexican food in Tennessee. I was pretty surprised.
Are you just saying that to make people feel
No,
better?
I'm not. Yeah. Dude, come check it out. You guys will come visit. Like have to come
There's
visit me.
no way they know how to do Mexican food over there, Landry.
I think they might know how to do it better than many places.
You think they're better? You think they're better than Arizona?
Yeah. There's this place, dude. I wish I could.
What? You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
Me and Trevor were just like, let's we found some really good places over there.
Okay, Angie wants us to add one more list. Okay, she wants to Angie wants us to add Austin, Texas.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. So I'm just getting them up right now because what's probably going to happen is I'll probably talk with Carly and get it coordinated in your account since I won't have enough to do this, but I'll have her. Can she go into your account and I can help Carly do it there?
Yeah.
And
Carly
I'll show people.
Spend my money. Just can't you spend my money?
Perfect. Because then it will be easier and make more sense. Okay. Austin, Texas.
Okay, show up people how easy this is though, because I think people think this is so hard. Guys, how easy is it to start, Landry, start to finish? I want to see how fast you can tell me how many foreclosures are in a given city.
Okay. Go and search the area. Click search.
Let's choose Miami. Go to Miami, Florida. Just choose Miami, Florida. See how many are in there. Anybody have a guess on how many people are in foreclosure in Miami? I'm going to say 400.
Let's give it a try. Literally just click search. And then it's going to be right here at the bottom. Right here. Oh, there's 2,700.
Are you kidding me? 2,700 foreclosures in just Miami?
Yeah. This is including all of it if you do the quick filter, of course. But yeah, everything before it gets foreclosed. So I don't know.
Let's see.
I think that was that big of a list in another area too, in one of the other places that we pulled today. I didn't save it or anything, but anyway, I'm going to go back to Austin. Type in your area, click search, and that's it.
Let's see here. Guys, just so you know, on my screen, I'm not on Landry's screen. I have pulled myself off the plate. So I can't see myself. Landry, can you even see me on the screen?
Yeah, I can.
What?
But it could just be me. No, not big, just at the top. Yeah. Are people saying it's not like that?
Yeah, they're like, they're acting like I'm taking up the whole screen.
Oh, can you like pin it or something? Oh, you guys, you know what? You guys can go on Zoom. I learned this stuff. You can find it and pin it. I think there's something. I think if, yeah, that's it. Go to all of you guys on the Zoom meeting. There's a tiny, teensy tiny button. I just learned about it recently and it says view. And I think you might be able to pin my screen. I don't know. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but that might solve it. I don't know. Just see if you guys can like switch
Here,
it over.
watch.
to, like,
I'm just
somebody
gonna go.
specific.
I'm gonna remove myself. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
See. Let me know if that's better for you guys and if you can see it. I'm just gonna save these and then I'll probably just have Pace buy them in his account because I'm not going to be able to buy this with my test account today. But a lot of data that we're going to pull. So all I did is property search once again, search the area, search it, and then go to the quick. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I don't know why, what happened, but yeah. Okay, sounds good. If you guys want to, by the way, if any of you guys have been on any of the trainings that I do, you know that I really like to get into the nitty gritty details because I love the system stuff. So you could get a super narrowed down list. Like I had that one I recently showed on like future auctions. But if you are just wanting to make it super quick, which is why they're called quick filters, that's how you would go about it. So I would just select these in the top right-hand corner, select them all, click add right next to that, and then save the properties. That's it. I mean, now you have to skip trace them, of course, but once they're saved into your database, even before that, you can start jumping into the details and figuring out what might be going on with that property owner and everything. A lot of the people that you'll find, you might find that they've already filed bankruptcy, that they have liens on the property as well. So you guys will be able to see all of that information once you open up the details, which is really nice. If they own other properties. So it's just endless. You can get really crazy with it. But I'm going to save this to, this is my Austin list. Austin, Texas, pre-foreclosures. Okay. Usually I save my lists and tags a really specific way, but I'm not going to for this example. It just depends on what makes the most sense to you. That's the key with all of this, and that's what matters most. So I'm going to go to, let's go and save the other ones real quick, just so I don't forget about them. Okay, so this is the one in Florida. That one's the one I narrowed down. You guys can't really see it, but I did open up. There's this blue filter. Instead of opening up those quick filters, if you open this, I know it's really smushed. It looks probably kind of intimidating when it's really zoomed in, but you do have an area to be like, hey, what is the auction date? Or is it absentee owned? Or how long has it been owned as well? Like, I want to make sure that they have a certain percentage of equity or whatever, whatever you want it to be. You can, this is the stuff that I like to do in here, but we're going to just pull the whole list and let's do Nashville's. It's a pretty small list of pre-foreclosures, but we're going to go with it. And if you guys get in a batch too, I'm the community manager and you guys can always get into, I run like a Slack channel and you guys can message me and I will help you learn how to do this stuff. And we can go through it really slow to, feel confident about it. So I'm going to put this into my Nashville, Tennessee pre-foreclosures. Same idea. I'm just going to go down the line of all those different markets. Skip. Okay, that's good. Here's Atlanta's. Here's my pre-foreclosures right here at the bottom. Same idea. Hopefully this makes sense and that you guys can see it. If you have questions, I'll try to see them in the chat, but you'll just have to give it a try. Okay, so I'm going to go to see this. What is the abbreviation for Georgia? It's GA. That's what it is. I was like, it's not GE. Okay, there we go. Super easy. Just saving all the lists. Got that one done. I'm going to exit out of that. This one's really a big list, but we're gonna go for it since Pace wants it. So let's go with this. I might have to give this one a little bit of time just because I'm saving so much at once. If you're saving a lot of data, you might have to give it a few minutes just to save it into your database and, you know, have everything organized. Houston, Texas. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one, but let's see. If you guys want to, I wish I had like a quick, easy link for the community, because that's the best place to find me and message me for you guys to get support from me or come to any of the master classes or challenges I do on the system side of things. That's my, you know, go-to and my strength here for you guys. But if you get into Batch Leads, wish I had a link for you, but just go to batchleads.io/pace, sign up for a trial, or if you guys already have an account, then you'll have the blue and white B. If you go to, I just figured this out recently, which is so funny, but there's like a what's new area and it's right here. Oh, I guess I do have the link, but this is a community where you guys can talk to me, and even if you don't end up using Batch. So anyway, that's how easy it is. I have to give it a few minutes pace to save the rest of the list, but kind of just went through, and we'll get them skip trace later. I'll send them to Carly.
Dope. Guys, is she doing a good job or what? So Mrs. Perry says screen is blurry. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's hard when you get really, really zoomed in there. Let's see.
She did a good job. She's the best. When are you going home?
Tomorrow. I'm so sad, but you know, Trevor's gone now. So I was going to try to stay for 2 weeks.
If Trevor is gone, why would you go back? Why didn't you say hang out here in Arizona?
Because I have cats. I got to go. I'm a cat lady. I got to go take care of my little sweeties.
You're not allowed to have cats if you're a Morby.
What? Dude. Oh, you're allergic to cats, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you really though? Or are you like one of those people that says you are and you just like, it's just an excuse?
I'm afraid of cats too. I am a cat hater. I look at them and I'm like, they have sharp claws and they smell like pee.
Not mine, dude. If you came out to Tennessee, you would know that my house is really nice and clean and they're sweet. So
you know what's funny is the only list that Batch does not provide that they should is the cat lady list.
They have pets. Like you can pull people that have pets.
Oh my gosh. See what I'm saying? Like the best deals ever. I've got a check in here, like a copy of a check, $118,000 check I got from a cat lady. It was the best deal I ever did.
Right here, pet owner.
Cat lady. You guys want
if you guys go down to demographics.
Show me.
Okay.
Eric, show me this list. I want to see this list.
Here, let's do it in like let's just do our Orlando pet owner, see what comes up.
Eric, you have to push the button. You have to switch her up. There he goes.
There we go. If you guys go into the blue filter at the top of the screen, like all those nitty gritty ones I was just talking about, it's at the very, very bottom section. I think we're the only software that provides this stuff just through a lot of different points of data that we're able to grab. And then pet owner right here. So there's 28,000 pet owners it's saying is pulled up right here. But I mean, you don't know. Let's see. I don't know. If you guys like the detail stuff as well, and you don't mind talking about like the systems forever, I could literally just talk your ear off about this stuff all day long. So anyway, I think it's really difficult when you start trying to like get things done in your business, but then you don't know how to use your tools and you're paying something every single month and you just wish so bad that you knew how to use it. So anyway, you can get pretty crazy in here with the stuff that you do. Or if you guys have Batch Dialer, I teach that stuff too, and how to actually use it the right way, how to have good connectivity rates. And anyway, that's my jam. See.
Hello,
there you are.
Hello, Clarice.
What's that from?
A
Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Landry, I love you. You're the best.
I love you too. I mean, you used to always say like, I don't need to thank you or anything for bringing me into Batch, but before Batch, I was doing hair and working at a golf course. It's been over 3 years now. You called me up and you're just like, hey, you should send a little video to this guy, Jesse. I did. And yeah. So I'm
that was
super
when I
grateful
was
for
that was when I was an owner of Batch Driven.
Yeah.
And I told them we're all sitting in an office. It's an ownership meeting. And they're all looking at me. They go, we cannot find quality people. And I was like, well, just to let you know, if you hire a Morby, it will change the entire direction of the company. And they're like, really? Do you have a sister? I go, yeah, I have 8 sisters. Pick one. And I was like, actually, the best one is Landry. Let me reach out to her. And when I reached out to her, I was like, I don't know that you want to work for me. So I'm going to have you, if you remember, I go, pretend like I don't own this company. I don't want to be involved. I don't want any weird family things. I don't want you being mad at me if you end up getting fired or you quit. I don't want anything like that. So submit a video to my business partner, Jesse. And then I told the whole team at Batch, I said, pretend like Pace does not own this company at all. And you have crushed it. You've changed the course of that business. You're so good. You do all these amazing tutorials for people. I saw you on Jamil's challenge a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was fun did you see like when I got to do it with him in person? I think that was.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah. No, thanks. I appreciate that, Pace. I really love this stuff. And I would have never, known about it. And I never knew that I would even like this kind of stuff. So.
What's funny is like, you're the only person in our family that even knows what I do for a living.
I know.
I have 11 other siblings. No, 10 other siblings that have no idea what I do. Like
yeah,
I'll go,
I get to be on here with you, which is pretty awesome. So
we have a family text and I'll be like, I'm on Tony Robbins stage right now to my family. My
and I'll be like, oh heck yeah. Cause I'm like,
and then they'll send somebody in the group chat will show a picture of their kid's a full dirty diaper. Like, oh, look at Sammy. He took a big old dump in his diaper. And I'm like, nobody cares that Pace is on Tony Robbins stage right now.
Oh, whatever. Everybody's excited and happy.
It's like legit
guys,
serious.
Oh my God.
It's not that far from the truth, to be honest. People are like, oh, that's cool. Pace. Hey guys, hey family. I'm speaking at Penn State. I'm speaking at a college right now. And then somebody shows a big picture of a dumpy diaper with raisins in the poop. And they're like, look what Sammy made. And I'm like, dang it. Nobody, a baby's dump.
I do care. And I think it's really cool. So I just had somebody message me the other day. Yesterday. So the reason I came to Arizona is because we had our first like community meetup last night. It was super fun. Like we just invited whoever was local. And I got to meet a couple of like the Batch community members is what I manage and what my job is. And I had somebody message me and they're like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do remember this guy. I was like about to invite him to the meetup and everything. He's like, but if you could just connect with Pace, that would be great. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Pace is a robot. He's not a real human being. And
I was like,
you know that baby diapers are more important than Pace, just so you know, right?
No.
Guys, give it up for Landry. She crushed it today. Thank you so much. By the way, how can people get into your trainings with Batch?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, even people that don't use Batch, I try to make it as inclusive as possible for you guys. I love to do this stuff if you can't tell. And the easiest way, I guess, I don't know how to send you guys the link. Maybe I'll have Pace send it your guys' way.
Eric can send it. He's right next to you.
Okay.
Tell him what you want him to send.
The link is going to be, if this wants to listen to me, here we go. This is the easiest way is to get into, you'll see to sign up for the community that I like manage in here. Where should I say? Oh, can you grab it for mine? Oh, okay. It's kind of long. Yeah. If you guys want to type that, I mean, to grab it, but basically you just come in, you can sign up. I just collect your guys' info. We don't like send you anything in there, but it's Slack. It's like Discord. And then you guys can connect with me in there. I'll even send you personalized videos if you need something special. It doesn't matter what it is, but you guys can come to the deeper trainings and stuff like that. I'd love to have you guys in there. So
love it.
Anyway,
you're the best. Thank you. Give it up for her. She's amazing. Give it up for her. She's amazing. This is a great question. Anthony Adams, let me go to you for a second. Anthony Adams, he says, why did I buy Privy? Let's talk about this for a second. This is a great question. Anthony Adams. Anthony, what up, my guy? Let's have a conversation. Anthony. Bueller. What up, bro? How you doing?
Thanks.
What up?
Thanks for bringing me on to ask that question.
No problem. It's a great question. I think a lot of people will ask that question. So I want you to understand that Privy and Batch are actually nothing alike. And I think we should start there. Privy is primarily for people that are utilizing agent outreach as their main mechanism for generating leads. Why is agent outreach so important? It's because it costs no money. Okay. So what will happen when you're using Batch? I've used Batch for maybe 6 years at this point, maybe 5 years, 5.5, 6 years. Okay. Batch's bill will wake you up like a cup of coffee. You will look at that bill and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent $700 on Batch this month. And so a lot of times I'm doing the Elephant Challenge. I'm not trying to get people to spend $700, $400, $200. My assumption when I'm doing the Elephant Challenge is that everybody in here is trying to do a deal for free. So you want to do a deal as least as amount of money as possible. Privy is the best place to do that. It's a flat fee. You have tremendous tools in there. But when you start scaling your business, or when you want to start going direct to seller, is when you start using a product like Batch. So Anthony, the question is, you probably at the time when you signed up for Privy, you were probably thinking direct to agent was your best bet, right?
Could be. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember, Privy is direct to agent, and typically your cost per contract is less than $100 per contract. Okay.
Okay.
Batch is direct to seller, meaning I'm skipping the agent. I'm going to go direct to the seller, but your average cost per contract is going to be closer to $1,000. It's much more expensive. So Anthony, which one, if you were brand new, which one would you start with?
I'm a Gator. So the agent outreach is going to fit with that Astro Blaster program as well.
There you go. So that would mean that Privy is actually better for you than Batch.
There you go.
Okay. So did that answer the question for you?
It did.
Cool. Great question.
Appreciate that.
Of course. I appreciate the question. It's a really good question. Did that help anybody else out? Did anybody else appreciate that answer? Okay. Can I tell you? Here's how I look at that analogy. Do you guys shop at Target or Walmart? Which one do you shop at, Target or Walmart? Do you know what the actual answer is? It's both. Don't lie. We all know Target's better, but you still go to Walmart. You still go to Amazon. You still go to Sam's Club and Costco and everything else. So when people say, well, what's the difference between Amazon and Walmart? Well, I can get some of the same things there. Some of the, it's convenience, it's this, that, and the other. Guys, people that live their life go to both Walmart, Target, Amazon, etc. When you're a real estate investor and you're making money, what software do you think we use when we are making money? Privy, PropStream, Batch, Go High Level, CR. We have like 17 different softwares we all pay for. Okay. We use all of them because they all bring a couple of extra, like PropStream and Batch are the most similar to each other, right? They're like, if here's PropStream and here's Batch, there's a lot of overlap on them. They've got a little bit different here and a little bit different here, but Batch and PropStream are the only two things that you can really compare. Okay. The only two things that you can compare. Everything else you cannot compare it to it. Okay. Privy, Yes. Do you use batch? Yeah. I spent $7,000 on batch 2 days ago. You tell me, do I use batch? How much did you make on a $7,000 list? I don't know yet. We just pulled a $7,000 list. My team's got to call the list. It takes months and months and months of follow-up. Okay. You have numbers. I know you do. You have numbers. I know you do. Yeah, okay. I don't know what that means, James, but thank you. Thoughts on PropWire? I honestly don't use PropWire. Should we bring Jerry Norton in here? Let's get Jerry for a second. Hold on a second. Let's get Jerry. I think Jerry tried to call me actually a little bit ago. He did. He called me at 2:34. Let's call Jerry real fast.
Hey, Gator.
Hey, brother. What are you doing?
Oh, driving back from Seattle. Guess what we did?
What?
So Amory and I have this Europe trip next week. We're going to Netherlands and Switzerland for 10 days. And we're taking Grace and Will, their turn.
Yeah.
And we sent for Will's passport stuff like forever ago. It hasn't come in yet. So we leave Wednesday. So we're like, oh, shoot, we don't have his passport. Well, Seattle has like a same-day service.
Oh, yeah.
Like Seattle or Denver or like Tampa. There's like hardly any.
Yeah, Tucson has one too.
Oh, two. Okay. Well, this was the closest. So we drove yesterday. Got there, stayed the night. Had an appointment with. We brought like 5 of the kids, all the littles and stuff. And then on our way to the appointment, David in Puerto Rico sends a picture of the passport that came in.
Oh my gosh! Wow, dude.
So we canceled it, turned around, heading home, and he's going to overnight it to us.
Oh my gosh! You guys spent the whole day in Seattle, though, huh?
Yeah.
Was it Spokane or Seattle?
Seattle, like the city.
Did you guys get some good food?
No, not really, because we're like right now we're not even going to get home till midnight. So it's just literally like there and back.
Bro, that sucks. But at least you had fun.
We swam in the hotel pool last night.
Wow, living it up.
How you doing? Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling better. I'm on a Zoom with 1,400 people. Say hi to everybody, Jerry.
You're on a Zoom right now?
Yeah, right now.
Hey, everybody.
I got so many people going, that man changed my life. One guy just said, I'm gonna name my child Jerry because Jerry changed my life.
Hey, when I start getting tattoos, like Subto tattoos, then I'll know I've made it.
So everybody in here, I've got a little challenge going on. It's actually wrapping up. And I asked them, what do they want to do for the next month's challenge? And everybody's saying, let's bring in a different software we haven't talked about before. And I suggested maybe we talk about PropWire and we bring Jerry in to talk about PropWire.
Amazing.
Are you down for that next month?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Anytime.
Cool. Then I'll line it up with you. We'll do a little 2-day challenge, 2 hours, one day, 2 hours, another day. And we'll just use PropWire and me and you can just call sellers or call agents or whatever you want to do.
Love it. That'd be super fun.
I'll get Asher to make some calls. We'll get some new people to make some calls. It'll be great.
We have a creative feature in there. We could even call them some creative stuff.
Let's do it.
That'd be awesome.
Let me guess. Anne Marie's driving right now.
You know what? She's driven the whole time. I'm taking a turn now.
Oh, wow. You know how to drive?
Yeah. Hardly. That is the problem.
Okay, so
I'm the worst driver ever.
I'll connect with you. I saw you sent me a long text message about the other thing we're working on. I'll text you back on that.
Yeah.
But I wanted to let everybody know that we're going to go with PropWire next month for our challenge.
Did you tell anybody yet that you might be my neighbor?
I have not talked about that yet. Are we under contract?
I said yes to everything. So, but yeah, I mean, he's not talking to anybody else.
Okay, great. I'm not going to tell anybody yet because somebody will snake me on that deal.
No.
Yeah, they'll get baptized in the church. They'll go to your ward and they'll talk to the seller.
No, they won't. They better not.
Okay, I appreciate you, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay, so guys, next month, Jerry Norton is going to come in and join us in the Elephant Challenge. We're going to talk about prop wire, call sellers together, etc. We'll have a lot of fun. So here, I'm going to give you guys some homework. What we're going to do is I made a decision this morning that I'm going to do an Elephant Challenge way faster than I normally do. Okay, this will be a continuation of this exact challenge. Sorry. My throat is so sore from talking so much, I can barely speak. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose a date. So everybody check your emails. Everybody that's in the Elephant Challenge, we're going to choose another day of 2 days to extend the Elephant Challenge, this exact one, and we're going to call foreclosure. So here's the homework I want everybody to do, okay? This is your homework. Pay attention. Everybody has their market. Everybody has their team. Everybody has their title company, okay? What you're going to do is everybody needs to make 100 calls with your team to foreclosures. Jerry Farrell says, do you have a foreclosure script? Yes. My team, everybody that is on a team, you'll get my foreclosure script, okay? You will get my foreclosure script. What about an assignment contract? It's in the documents. You will get that as well. All right, 100 calls. Do you mean the group team, James Smith? You're already overthinking. I'm not going to answer any more questions than that. If you start asking questions about that, my guy, oh my gosh, what? Overthink much? Come on. Everybody type in the word overthink in the side chat for me, please. Somebody's going to go, wait, is overthink 2 words or 1 word? What? Oh my gosh. Actually, that's a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the word overthink, it's crossed out, and then somebody splits it up and it's crossed out and it goes back to 1 word. It's like, oh, I don't know. Okay, guys, if you ask that question, you're overthinking, my friends. Okay. So we all are on the same page. We're wrapping up this challenge. Did anybody spend any money, by the way? Or was this completely free? Okay, do me a favor. If I provided any value to you, if my community, Subto and Gator, has provided any value to you, spent some time. Okay, you didn't spend any money. I don't think you did. If you did, I don't know what you spent money on. We gave you the paperwork. We gave you the scripts. I brought in title and escrow. We cold called title and escrow. I showed you all the things. Didn't cost you any money. Okay, go into the free Facebook group, Creative Finance with Pace Morby, and say, here's the one thing that I learned. Here's the one thing that I did. Here's the evidence that I'm an action taker. Here's the thing that I took action on. And I'm thankful for the Subto. Actually, I'm going to go into the Facebook group right now. I want to see people making posts as I'm in there. Hold on a second. Let's go in there. You think people are going to take action on that or no? What do you think, Red? Think people are actually going to do it? Or do you think they'll be like, oh, literally 10%. People, this is so funny. People will literally be given $100,000 of value. And then when you ask them to do one thing for them, they're like, no, time for Netflix. Crazy, huh? Is that how the brain is wired? That's what Big Red says. Big Red says the brain is wired that way. Somebody just said, Red, are you homeless? Yes, I am. Okay, so watch this, guys. It's www.facebook.com/groups/creative finance with Pace Morby. That's way too long for people, so they won't type it in. But go to this Facebook group. I'll give you guys the link so you guys can get in there. And take a moment and love on the Subto community and the Gator tribe and let them know that you appreciate them coming in and helping you guys out. There's the link. Let them know. Go in the Facebook. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see who makes a post. Actually, here's what I'll do. I'm going to make a post and I'm going to say, who enjoyed the Elephant Challenge this month? And I'm going to pick, here's what I'll do. I'll pick one person out of here to give an iPhone to. What do you think? Should I give an iPhone away? You guys already have iPhones, so you're like, oh. You have an Android? She's in your house. There's an Android in my phone in my house right now? Okay. Okay, so guys, I will pick somebody out of this post. I'm going to pin it to the feature to go in there, make a comment. What did you actually? Here's what I'm going to do. I have to edit this post. Tell me what you learned and who helped you in the comments. If you can do the homework, I will pick somebody out. Usually I do crazy stuff. I'll tell people like, hey, you can come spend a day with me. How was spending a day with me? Was it good? It was life-changing or help? No? 100%. And you were 45 minutes late, Red. And you still got value. That's so embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. It happens, bro. It happens, you know. You want to hear some embarrassing stories, stick around. I'll tell you all sorts of embarrassing things. Okay, guys, you've got the link. Go in there. We'll pick somebody. We'll give you an iPhone. Hopefully it's somebody that doesn't already have an iPhone. And do the homework. Don't just say me. I want you to go in there and type. Oh, that's cool. Max says, the most amazing thing was hearing the conversation with Josh Brunson. Thank you, Pace, for showing us how possible it is. I did, bro. I loved it. I learned the difference between privy and batch and prop stream. Okay, cool. Thank you. So guys, don't just say, I love it. Go in there and say, I've learned how to set up a team. Okay, that's dope. Thank you, Vivian. I loved it. I have an Android. I need an iPhone. Okay, I like that. That's funny. Go in there and tell, okay, I watched the Elephant Challenge this evening and was thankful to learn about some of the different tools and their benefits, batch versus privy, and when it's right for you. Thank you, Colin. It's not hard to call a title company where they send you a foreclosure list. Alex, great answer. I love that. Landry from Batch, that was cool. I did. I reached out to Charleston, South Carolina title company. I'm getting a foreclosure list. Pace in the community. All help me take action. Wow. Wow. I learned title companies aren't the devil. Yeah, me too. I learned that a couple of years ago. We all have to learn together. Title company, group, foreclosure list. You know what's funny about people's posts, by the way? Like, can you tell the difference between people's personalities when you look at the way that they type in their posts and their comments? It's like some people are bleh. Some other people are like super articulate. I love it. Guys, appreciate you so much. Make sure you always give love to Carly for everything she does. Carly does so much for us behind the scenes. Love on the Subto community. They come in here and they help you guys out. They lead the teams. Fred says, comment is pending. I don't know why. I think it's probably because there's about 1,000 people trying to comment, I would say. 206 comments. Thank you, guys. Yeah, love it. 300. Isn't that amazing? 1,400 people in the challenge and only 348 people are over there. Yeah, it's about right. About 20%. That's good. Because if you yell at somebody, so if you don't yell at them multiple times, only 10% of people do stuff. If you yell at them and you make at least one, maybe two Android jokes, then it bumps to 20%. Okay. Right. Exactly. Appreciate you guys. We will send out an email of when we're going to continue this. It'll be a 2-day challenge. All we'll be doing is calling foreclosures. We'll be following up with leads. It'll be amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.